This is my response to the weed smoking 777. Sorry it took so long. But do I think marijuana should be legalized? Personally, 100% yes. But along with legalization, still comes responsibility. I mean, alcohol is legal, but people are very irresponsible with it. Not everybody, a majority. I mean, just pick up the newspapers. Like every day you see some drunk idiot, you know, mowing down a family, minding their business, you know. So even though it's legal, and a lot of drunks will hide behind that fact. Oh, you smoke pot or do coke, you know, what I do is legal. Like that makes it better somehow. I think more people die from alcohol-related deaths than marijuana and cocaine put together. And that's even including drugs, drug gangs fighting with each other with guns. A lot of people die from alcohol. Another thing, you can easily make the case that alcohol gets you wasted. I mean, you could I'll sit in a room and smoke marijuana all night long. I could be smoking right now. I'll be the same exact way you see me talking right now. You never know the difference. Sit in a room and do cocaine all night. Okay, you'll be skied out of your brains. You're gonna have the gimme mores. You're gonna want more. You know that's what comes with cocaine. You start doing cocaine, you want more and more and more and more until you're broke or pass out. But booze, keep drinking booze. You get so wasted, man. You don't even know where you are. You don't even know what happened the night before. People have to tell you what a fool you made of yourself. That's why even as a teenager, I rarely drink. Like now, maybe once or twice a year I'll drink. And I drink something called Tom Collins. It's gin mixed with Tom Collins mix. It's like a girly drink, you could say. But I like it. It tastes good. It doesn't taste like alcohol. To me, beer is like the most disgusting tasting thing ever concocted. It's disgusting. I just don't like it. That's why I stick to weed. It's like, especially when I was, hanging out in bars. I don't hang out in bars, not for a long time. But I always like keeping my head about me, because come 3, 4 in the morning, everybody around you is like a drunk asshole. And believe me, you got the edge when you're not. So I always like carrying myself like that. Plus, oftentimes I was designated driver and stuff. I used to like hanging out, like to be social, not necessarily to get wasted. A lot of people, I guess they're miserable inside. And like the alcohol or whatever drugs they do can ease the pain somehow. But you said that marijuana could intensify if you're like happy and make you more happy. If you're sad and make you more sad. That definitely could be true. I know it's more so with mescaline or acid if you're doing stuff like that, and like all of a sudden you're having like a bad night. You're having like a really bad night. Or if something funny happens, it's like you're laughing uncontrollably like crazy. So mescaline and acid and stuff like that definitely can magnify that. Cocaine, if you do cocaine or crack, it makes you open up a little bit, like, yeah man, what's going on? You're talking, your feelings come out until the gimmies hit you, But marijuana is definitely the weakest of all the drugs, man, that you can do. It's like, there's really no downside. But like I said, even if it's legal, if you're a parent or you really shouldn't be driving, if you're under the influence of any kind of drug, and even if you're in the, like a lot of people say, oh, I only drink in the home. But remember, what if you have children in the house? Do you think it's a really good idea to get wasted out of your brains, get drunk, and then something happens, there's a fire or something, you're passed out drunk? Oh, because it was legal, I was within my rights, Whatever you do, whatever mind-altering agent you put into your body, you always got to be responsible, man. And if you're like the caretaker of children, and think twice before you do something like that, because they are mind-altering agents. I mean, they're called that for a reason. You're a different person on drugs than you are normally, But getting off the normal drugs for a second, let's talk about Tylenol PMs. Or Advil PMs, all these PMs, all of a sudden nobody can sleep. I mean, I'm hooked on these damn things. My girlfriend's hooked on these damn things. Everybody I know takes Tylenol PMs to go to sleep. Now, if you don't start taking them. Because I'm telling you now, once you start taking them, let's just say the next night comes, you don't take them. Trust me, you're going to be laying in the bed staring at the ceiling for hours, man. It's like you can't sleep. Once you start taking Tylenol PMs, that's it. You're hooked. You got to keep taking them. It's like ridiculous, man. And they're like more powerful than Valiums. Like years ago, we used to fool around taking 5 milligram, 10 milligram Valiums. It was like a big treat, you know. Poof, Tylenol PMs over the counter. They whack you out of your brains. Forget about it. I'm a big guy. If I take 2, I feel like, ugh, you know, like wow, they really knock your ass out. And that's over the counter. So, but should people start smoking pot or doing any kind of drug? I would strongly recommend against it. I mean, you can go through life. You really don't have to do drugs of any kind. Don't get started. There's really no reason for it. You know, find a good woman to cuddle up next to her. That's better than any drug you're gonna find. Believe me when I tell you that. So that's my response. I hope I covered all the bases. I probably didn't. But I'll see you later, weed smoker 777.